This is Stephanie from Raising Six Arrows. If you are new here, welcome. I am so excited you're here. I am a mother of six, and we are a homeschool family here on my channel. We talk about different things: homeschooling, motherhood, disciple, or like Bible study type things, or what it may be. We're reading here at home. So again, if you're new here, the channel has been going on a little bit of a different change, and it's been a good thing, but also I have been seeing a lot of battle in our family. So trying to be authentic and raw and on my postings and those types of things. And after I did that video, after the nudge that I had from God, and doing all these things, hit with a lot of different things. We've been sick on and off for the last month, and it's trickled from like one of us and on down, not just like all of us at once, which would be, while it's hard, it's a little easier. I'm still getting over mine, so this video may be a little shorter because my throat has been just really raw. That's the last part of whatever this is that I got last through this last round, and so it's just been a struggle. So when you do things for God's kingdom and what He has asked you to do, sometimes you're challenged, and we in our family know that, and so I'm just taking that on. Another thing that was a challenge, I'm sorry, there's like this weird hair on my arm and it's like tickling and I feel like I have a spider on me. But another thing that's been a thing that I felt like I was battling with was my routine and rhythm. And my routine and rhythm usually is like, we do well. And so I'm like, what is going on? I just had this like constant like feeling like I wasn't doing anything. And when I wrote it all out, like I did a lot during the day, but it felt like I got nothing done. We were just there wasn't joy within our home like we used to have, and this has only been in like the last little bit. So one of the things that I was working on is, I'm going to go back and I'm going to take some steps and work on a new rhythm for myself and then for my family. And what a wonderful time to do so as I'm thinking about the new school year coming up and those types of things. What do we want for our home and for our family and all of that good stuff? And so I'm just glancing down because I wrote out some things that were really helpful. How I started was I was writing down a lot of the different things that, where is that page? What my rhythm was. And then I wrote out, what do I want it to be? And what kind of habits do maybe we want to establish, or habits that we want to keep. And then I looked through everything and was asking myself some questions. Some of this I also got from a course that I went through a couple of years ago. I think I was pregnant with Mackenzie or just had her, so about 3 years ago. But so one of the some of it I was doing on my own, and some was done out of some paperwork that I had from that. And one of the things said, do you take time to rest? Do you have time to play? And I'm like, well, what do you mean by play? And then I'm thinking, I'm like, yeah, my hobbies. Well, what are my hobbies? And my hobbies for myself, on like a daily or a weekly basis in my home would be gardening, sewing, quilting, embroidering, crocheting, those types of things. And have I taken time to do that for myself? And the answer was no. And so I was so worried and getting in this place of being just busy, go, 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 but I wasn't even really leaving the house a whole lot either. And here I'm getting back into that American mindset, is what our family has been calling it. So if you're new to my channel, we lived overseas for 6 years. And so for me, this was a lot of, we need to rest and have peace and just kind of reset a little bit for ourselves every day, even if it's 20 minutes or 30 minutes. Sometimes that can only be 5 or 10, but that is okay, and it's good. And so taking that back for myself and remembering that I'm worth that time just like my kids are, because as they're homeschooled, they're seeing me more than anybody else. Well, my husband, but we have adult children that live at home. So they're watching how I'm behaving, and I don't want them in that hurry lifestyle. That was one of the big things we took living in Europe for so long, is we loved, and we did it, the practices of being relaxed and slow. And so that's just one of the big things that I kind of took from all of that, and to not just be overwhelmed by all the things, because we'll all be there all the time. And so as you are getting ready for next school year, or even whether you homeschool or not, take some time to figure out your rhythm. Do you take time for yourself? Do you rest? Do you play? Do you play with your kids? And one of the big things that I'm really leaning into is just living a more peaceful, relaxed life again. And so that is what I'm working on. And a key word that I've had for this year so far is rooted, and being rooted in our in God first, and have that trickle down through all the roots to what He has for our family and for myself. And I was lacking the self part. And so if you're struggling or really having a hard time, I encourage you just to sit down, write what you do in a day, write what you want to do, or what you would like to see your rhythm be, and then are you taking time for yourself to play and to rest? What are your hobbies? And so not too sure why this was a video that it was kind of laid on my heart to just share this today. And so I was like, got it. Raw throat, no, here I go. And I was like, God, how about I do it tomorrow? And He's like, no, let's do this. And so for those who are watching, if you're watching, maybe this was meant for you. And if so, I am so thankful that you were able to find this on the whole world of YouTube. And I pray that you are having a relaxed and blessed time, and that this was able to help you in any way. Please feel free to comment, or let me know if you have any questions or comments about how you're working through your different things. But stay tuned, because I have some notes that I've been working through on how I am going to be planning, and how I started the planning, because I've already started a little bit, and how I'm prepping for our next school year and getting ready to purchase a new curriculum for next year, and maybe using some things that we already have. As you see, I have a bunch of books, and maybe I'm going to do something like that. So stay tuned. So hit that subscribe and like button so you don't miss it. And Lord willing, these videos will be able to be a lot more prevalent. I'll be able to get a lot more out there. And I'm also on Instagram, so you can find me over there. I'm still learning all of these little tips and tricks that all these young ones are doing, but so stay with me and bear with me. But I thank you for your kindness, and I hope you have a wonderful day.